Okay, here we are at the edge of Lake Constance. Gorgeous view, gorgeous apartments. Now Giovanni's gotten involved with the fine-tuning of this design, so to speak. So the outside of all these, there's multiple buildings like this with apartments in it. The externals have all been shielded, so the project developer, so to speak, gives this to the residents as a benefit, and then it is up to the residents, if they wish, in the completion of these projects, to have the internals shielded as well. So today we're going to have a look at one of those apartments. A lot of the shielding first stages have been applied, so we're just going to double check that everything is the way it should be, things are applied, and we can kind of fine-tune and steer things in the right direction if something was not exactly the way it should be. Quite a large project. The entire project is, how much was it? 150 million euros?
Yeah, so it's 9 houses with 47 or 48 apartments. One apartment will cost 1.5 million euro.
Yeah.
And it's a 150 million project. And we have shielding materials in the first level project.
Yeah,
the
externals.
Yeah, it's about 1.2 million euro material.
Euro for us, and then the individual apartments are going to be added to it. So today we're just going to look at the one of the first, which is kind of used as a pilot project, if you will, for the tradespeople to learn from, so we can fine-tune their skills as well. All right, let's go and have a look.
Okay.
Der Anstrich ist der zu Ihrer Zufriedenheit für den ersten Anstrich.
Ja, ist gut. Ja.
Okay, we are now inside the apartments. The view is absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. So Sasha's just going over the application of the products, just making sure that the tradespeople know exactly what we're doing, that we've got the right amount of layers at the walls that really matter.
Und das habt ihr auch zweimal da. Das kommt ja nicht. Das ist hier der erste Anstrich, damit er weiß, ob er so weitermachen kann.
Mit Erdungsbänder, ob das alles so
Und ob
okay
die Erdungsbänder richtig installiert sind, weil er die ja jetzt überstreicht.
Dieses Wegmachen, wahrscheinlich.
Ja, muss halt aufpassen, dass das innen nicht abreißt.
Ja, das ist klar.
Und dann ist es gescheiter, du fährst im Grunde genommen so tief wie möglich, damit der Sockel das überdecken kann.
Ja, gibt es denn da ich sag mal, ein Grenzwert, wo man sagt, was ist aber jetzt unbedenklich?
Okay. Also warum auch immer, keine Ahnung, irgendwas läuft unten in der Decke, was jetzt Strom hochbringt. Ja? Das heißt, was kommt da vom Boden rein? Parkett, Fliesen?
Da kommt Fliesen.
Okay, können wir hier dieses Gewebe unter die Fliesen runterlegen, aberden? Ja? Gut. Wenn ich jetzt auf dem Boden stehe und halte das Messgerät hin, kann ich das nicht messen, weil ich die gleiche Spannung habe wie das Messgerät selber. Ja, in dem Moment muss ich mich jetzt aberden und das mache ich dann, indem dass ich jetzt zum Beispiel hier hingreife. Ja, und dann geht ja schon los. Ich kann auch hier an den Erdungsdraht hingreifen. Ja. Und je nachdem, wo wir jetzt also messen, haben wir dann unterschiedliche Werte und das ist also dann eben nicht so gut, ja, weil der Strom verhält sich so rum, genauso wie so rum. Ja. Aber ist kein Problem, machen wir einfach das Gewebe halt drunter und fertig.
Okay.
Aber das ist wichtig, dass wir es jetzt wissen.
Gut.
Ja?
Ja.
Wenn wir ans Fenster gehen, ja, da haben wir die größte Schwachstelle. Die sind immer noch bei 1000, die richtig sind. Ja.
Aha, das funktioniert.
Genau. Also wenn jetzt
Okay, so here we are inside the apartment has been shielded. As you saw in the video, Sasha has been making a few checks because, of course, that's all part and parcel of putting things into place. We want to make sure that things work properly. So shielding has been applied to the walls. In the bedrooms, you'll notice that shielding paint has been applied to walls and ceiling. We can see around the room that rather than going up and around the windows, we've chosen to run the grounding tape down the bottom and then just continue that on another wall. That's where you see that's grounded again to the power point. Now, from aesthetical purposes, the client has chosen for this apartment to not use shielding fabric on the windows. So what we'll see with, or what you saw with the high frequency radiation measurements, that can jump a little bit up and down, especially when somebody's got a mobile phone nearby, which of course people are not going to have when they're going to be in this apartment. But the tradespeople have all got their toys with them. So we're reducing those levels as far as possible without the fabric in place, and then in the bedroom that is taken a lot more serious, where more shielding is applied to ceilings and the ground. So we've got the grounding tape continuing around the room, going around obstacles. That's of course no problem. Follow us through the rest of the apartment. It is quite a job per apartment. This is then one of those bedrooms, so you can see ceiling shielded. Of course, a second coat of shielding paint will need to be applied as well. Carry on through here. Snow bathrooms.
Hoffentlich reicht die Deckentragfähigkeit aus.
Okay, seeing that earthing tape going around in the rooms, of course, where the ceiling is shielded as well. We've got the tape going up the corner, and what the tradespeople have done very, very nicely is to apply that right near the corner. So when the other top coats go on, there's a minimal chance that anybody would notice that in the future. Okay, now one thing you saw with the measurements as well is that Sasha found that there was a little bit of electric field still left on some of the flooring, especially in the bedroom. So what we're going to be doing with this particular floor, we're going to apply the shielding mesh to the floor. The project manager mentioned to us that there's going to be a floating floor being put into anyway. Perfect situation. So we're going to put the mesh underneath. Nobody will know. Floating floor on the top, and then the mesh will be earthed as well. That will take care of that little remnants of electric field exposure we found in that bedroom. And then here, of course, the gorgeous lounge room with lots and lots of windows. You saw when Sasha was taking the measurement that those readings, when there was no mobile phone nearby, trying to maintain a signal, that those readings were actually really low. They dropped as low as 130 microvolts, which was fantastic, considering we've got these big openings in the shielding in terms of the windows. That has to do with, of course, the performance of the shielding paint, the geovinyl shielding paint, and to some extent also the fact that, of course, we've got Lake Constance in front of us, and there's no sea of mobile phone towers on top of Lake Constance, so we're probably getting the bulk of exposure from the flanks and from the rear, and we've got those areas well covered. So, as you can see, massive project. Not unfamiliar to us, we do this regularly, but it's good to give you a bit of an insight in what goes on and what this looks like. And it's builders are very interested, as you probably see. Everybody was crowding around. They all do the same building kind of work all the time, and all of a sudden they're in healthcare. It's very exciting. It's not so difficult, but of course we want to make sure we do a little bit of handheld and make sure that these projects get executed perfectly and correct. So make course corrections if needed, but everything's well on the way here. So fantastic.